let's dive straight in with this one. I'm using the Scran for this. Here's my clean tone. As always, just on the edge of breakup using the old Victory V40 back there. Then we've got the Scran going into that, which nails this. And it's more of an overdriven tone than an out-and-out distortion. Because there's a lot of notes that you want to ring out, but there's quite a twanginess to it too, and this pedal's brilliant at that. On top of that, for the sort of tremmy tone at the beginning, I'm using the Jam Pedals Harmonious Monk. I think on the album what's happening is that's happening clean, and then the other guitar is just playing over the top. But I'm going for both together for this part, and in the chorus you'll hear it with the... So go for a tremolo sound will get you closest to that, I think. Let's crack on and learn the first riff. So standard tuning, and the first chord is this. You may see this being done, which you can do if you want, which is basically an A power chord with the 8th fret on the G. And you can also do the B and E open if you want, but that sounds just as good and it's way easier to play, so I would recommend you do that. Then trem comes off and you've got this riff. So lots of muting of the strings here. Even though I've only tabbed the low 3 for the most part, 2, 4, 4, I am still putting my third finger on there as if I'm playing that major shape, right? As well, if you overstrum, then you're going to pick up a note that's meant to be there. So, down, up, down, up. Then mute all the strings with your right hand, okay? And you're going to do that percussive 16th note thing, right? I've actually put a rest in straight afterwards because it just gives your fingers a time to sort themselves out, right? And I think that's what I hear on the album, but you know, if you put one extra in, no one's going to care. So you do that twice. Then you go to this chord, basically an A, but you slide it up 2 frets. So you're still playing the open A there as well, right? And then you do this pattern. Okay, a bit more complicated, but let me slow it down. It's just 2 lots of 4 and then 2, okay? But with some whacks in between. So that rest there is you muting the strings. And then you'll follow up with another, it would be an upstroke actually. Like that, okay? Don't worry about it too much as long as you're playing that rhythm, you're nailing it. And then you play that twice too. Okay, so this hand is just doing 16th notes throughout. Now, he mixes it up a little bit because the first couple of times I think he does it just plain, but thereafter cool fills ensue. So you're going to do some natural harmonics. That's the fill basically. So the first time it's... Second time. So you're going to go aim for the second one to the 5th and then the 5th one to the 2nd for the rundown. So slowly. And then after that, you do this cool one. Now you're going to be playing F sharp major, but with the B and E open. So you play the 4 as usual. So the 3rd fret on the G, and then the open B and E. And you just want to, you can either pick a few, or you can do a little strummy thing. So picking would be something like that. And there I'm just going, I'm starting on the 3rd fret, and I'm just randomly picking notes. Don't worry about it too much, because you'll never play it the same way twice. Or, you You could just strum it if you want to do it that way. Then you go into this. So it's the same chord you played before. Then you go to this chord. That's awesome, isn't it? So you've got 4 muted, because you're going to mute the A with a little bit of meat from your second finger there. And then your 3rd and 4th fingers are also on the 4th frets. And the B and E are open. And then you go to this G chord. You could additionally put the 3rd fret on the top E if you wish. Or just play, you know, without it and ignore the top E, right? Entirely up to you, and it's that pattern. And the rhythm, if you want to get it as close as you can, sounds to me like he's playing. All right, so down, up, whack, whack, down, down. Then you go to cool chord. And then to this G. Like that. If you want to simplify, just play. Just play 2, right? And then go into that with a trem. So you put the trem on for those 2 G bits. Then you go to the chorus, and that is a B minor chord to an A to that G. All right, and then you do a B back to this chord. And again, I've tabbed that like that, as you see above, but you could just go back to the one we played at the beginning. So, let's do the chorus bit. Don't worry about the strumming if you don't care, but if you want to get it fairly close to what he's playing, then I think he plays this. Okay, that's the first part. Two whacks there, then and into that. That's the 2 staccato chords that go into the G chord, right? So that's the B to an A. But you could also tag on the 5th fret there with your little finger if you wanted. I'm not too sure if he's doing that there, but I do hear a little bit more complexity. That it sounds like the chords are going. And live, I hear him go. I do hear him add the 3rd fret there sometimes. At least I think I hear that anyway. Just fills out the chord a little bit more. But again, don't worry if you don't want to put it in. So slowly it would be. And at the end there, I'm putting in a. So feel free to put that in as well if you want. Then you go into another B bar and then a rest and then that riff, right? And then you're back around. That is it. Those are all the parts you need. It repeats around over the solo. It also goes back into the plays that. And I'm going to do the solo as well next week, I think. So stay tuned for that. Hope you enjoyed that one. See you again soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.